Welcome, my dear friends, to Healthy Living with Van Van. To all my respected uncles, aunts, and beloved elders. It is such a joy to meet you again. I am a doctor, now over 50 years old, with more than 30 years of experience accompanying patients with high blood pressure. And there is one thing that has always haunted me. Many people don't die from high blood pressure itself, but from neglecting it. Today, I want to share with you a simple truth. High blood pressure is a silent killer. And it is negligence that opens the door for stroke to strike suddenly. There's also something that many people still do not fully understand. Blood pressure is not only influenced by diet, age, or genetics, but also by stress. So today, let us talk about the silent yet powerful connection between high blood pressure and stress, a link that very few people truly pay attention to. A story that woke me up. I will never forget the case of Mr. Wah, a patient I had followed for many years. He had high blood pressure, and I had carefully advised him, take your medication daily, measure your blood pressure regularly. But he thought, I feel fine. No dizziness, no headache, so nothing to worry about. Then one morning, while taking a walk, he suddenly collapsed. At the hospital, the diagnosis was clear: stroke caused by uncontrolled hypertension. He survived, but the entire left side of his body was paralyzed. From then on, his life was tied to a wheelchair. That story became a wake-up call for me and many others. Neglecting high blood pressure is the same as disregarding one's own life. Why is high blood pressure so dangerous? Many people still ask, my blood pressure is just a little high. Why should I be worried? My friends, high blood pressure is like a violent flood flowing through your blood vessels. Every day, silently, it erodes the vessel walls, creating atherosclerotic plaques. Forces the heart to work harder, gradually enlarging it. Weakens fragile blood vessels, until one sudden surge causes them to rupture, leading to brain hemorrhage. And that is when stroke happens. Stroke, the thief of peace. Stroke does not come with an invitation card. It doesn't schedule an appointment. It strikes like a thief in the night. Some are happily laughing with their grandchildren, then suddenly their face twists, their speech slurs. Some step out of bed and collapse unconscious. Some feel a sudden, splitting headache and fall into a coma. Statistics show that 80% of strokes are related to high blood pressure. Negligence, the silent crime of many people. The heartbreaking truth is, most patients don't take hypertension seriously. Some never measure their blood pressure, thinking, I feel fine, I must be healthy. Some stop their medicine because they feel side effects like dizziness or fatigue. Some take pills only when they feel dizzy, then stop when they feel okay. But my dear friends, high blood pressure doesn't hurt you immediately. It slowly eats away at your health every day. And when the consequences strike, it is already too late. Early signs often overlooked. High blood pressure may be silent, but sometimes it whispers warnings that many ignore. Morning headaches, dizziness, ringing in the ears, fatigue, insomnia, heart palpitations, racing heartbeat. We often dismiss them as just aging, just stress, or just poor sleep. But in fact, they may be alarms telling us, control your blood pressure before it's too late. The heavy burden of stroke. A stroke caused by hypertension doesn't only steal lives. It leaves behind wounds that never fully heal: paralysis, loss of mobility, loss of speech, unable to talk with loved ones, memory decline, confusion, becoming a burden on one's family. One fall, and an entire family's life changes forever. How to stop neglecting high blood pressure. There are 5 golden rules I always remind my patients. Measure your blood pressure regularly, at least once or twice a day. Take your medication as prescribed. Never stop or change without your doctor's advice. Eat a healthy diet, reduce salt, limit animal fat, eat more vegetables. Stay active. Walking, breathing exercises, gentle yoga. Manage stress, keep your mind calm, avoid anger. These things are not difficult. But many people give up halfway. And that is when stroke finds its chance. A real-life example. One of my patients, Mr. Nam, used to be very careless. He thought, I'm a farmer, I work hard, I'm strong, nothing will happen to me. But after nearly suffering a stroke, he woke up. From then on, he measured his blood pressure every day, took his medicine regularly, and walked with his wife every afternoon. 5 years later, his blood pressure is stable, his health is good, and he proudly told me, thanks to you, doctor, I haven't had to go back to the hospital even once. That is proof. controlling blood pressure is the key to preventing stroke. A question for you. If there were a pill that you take once a day, to save you from paralysis, from becoming dependent on your children, would you take it? Yet many people refuse their blood pressure medication simply because they feel fine, or think it's inconvenient. The cost of that negligence may be the rest of their lives. My message to you, my dear friends, stroke spares no one. But stroke caused by neglected high blood pressure, we can prevent. Do not wait until your body collapses to start worrying. Do not ignore the numbers on the blood pressure monitor. Do not let negligence make you a victim. I remember Mr. Try, a 60-year-old patient. His blood pressure was slightly high, but he still worked and felt strong. One day, after a heated family argument, he had a severe headache and collapsed. The result? Brain hemorrhage from acute hypertension. One burst of anger. One moment of stress. And the damage was permanent. That is when I realized more deeply, stress doesn't kill instantly, but it pushes blood pressure dangerously high, and that's when stroke and heart attack lurk. Why stress raises blood pressure? When we are under stress, the brain releases hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. They cause the heart to beat faster, blood vessels to tighten, blood pressure to surge. If stress is temporary, the body recovers. But if stress repeats daily, blood pressure stays high, leading to chronic hypertension. Common stress among middle-aged and elderly. Many patients don't realize they live under constant stress, worries about children and grandchildren. Financial concerns after retirement. Loneliness after losing a spouse. Prolonged illness and fatigue. Each burden is like a drop of water into a cup. One day, it overflows, as a sudden hypertensive crisis. Signs stress is fueling your blood pressure. Many people tell me, "Doctor, I don't eat salty, I walk daily. Why is my blood pressure still high?" The answer is often stress. Symptoms include irritability, anger for no reason, insomnia, early waking, fatigue, poor concentration, palpitations, sweating, blood pressure fluctuations, especially in the morning. The danger is that stress and hypertension form a vicious cycle. Stress raises blood pressure. High blood pressure causes worry, insomnia, leading to more stress. And this spiral keeps pulling us down, until one day, stroke or heart attack strikes. A patient named Han. I recall Mrs. Han, 55 years old. She had hypertension for many years, yet her blood pressure was unstable despite regular medication. After talking, I learned she was caring for her sick elderly mother, her husband had passed away early, and she carried heavy financial stress. I encouraged her to practice deep breathing, share her burdens, and give herself a little time each day. After a few months, she felt calmer, and her blood pressure stabilized. That case reminded me, controlling stress is just as important as taking medicine. How to reduce stress and balance blood pressure. Simple yet powerful methods include deep breathing. Sit quietly, inhale for 4 seconds, hold 2 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Practice 10 minutes daily. Gentle walking. Walk and breathe, instead of sitting and worrying. Hobbies. Listen to music, read, garden. Sharing. Talk with family or friends instead of keeping everything inside. Sleep well, the cheapest, yet most effective medicine. And if stress is overwhelming, insomnia, poor appetite, unstable blood pressure, or prolonged sadness, please see a doctor. Sometimes, one supportive conversation or a small treatment can restore balance. Final reflection. My friends, we control what we eat, drink, and the medicine we take. But do we control our mind? We avoid salt for blood pressure. We take pills for genetics. But blood pressure caused by stress, we often forget. Hypertension and stress are like two sides of one coin. We cannot treat one and ignore the other. So, please take care of your mind just as you care for your heart. Let smiles and peace of mind be your daily vitamins. Because when the mind is calm, blood pressure is calm too. I wish you good health, stable blood pressure, and a life filled with peace and love. Live proactively, so there are no regrets. And my last message today: treat blood pressure as your lifelong companion. Listen to it, care for it, and you will walk through old age with ease and peace. Please remember to subscribe to Healthy Living with Van Van for more meaningful videos about health after 50.